Hello and welcome to Twenties Aplenty and our weekly campaign, the Headhunter Chronicles, a D&D adventure with random people who met on the internet. This week the group are joined by a lady we know as Liz, who was going to join the campaign but unfortunately real life took over and she became unavailable for the sessions. Liz is a talented artist and you'll see some of her work today for her character Sybil and also later in the campaign for Cameron's character Varric. If you're interested in her work, her Instagram details are on the screen, and we'll also post them in the description below. In our second episode, the group tried to uncover the story behind a mysterious illness affecting the people of Erinsmouth. If you enjoyed today's session, please remember to like and subscribe. Either way, we'd be interested to know what you think, so please leave some comments below. Enjoy!
We travel and roll, our intentions are good. We fight, at times polite. It's DnD.
Last we set off, Lucy and Lilla had just visited the trade hall. Lilla had gone her separate way to start a bit of thievery, and Lucy had purchased some items. When they returned, when Lucy returned to the wagon, Lilla was still doing her business, and the group decided to head to the potions shop, which Lucy bought 20 greater healing potions for 1,750 gold pieces and a tub of Granny Grint's ointment. When the group returned to the wagon, Lilla was waiting for them, brandishing a bottle that she'd obtained from the tavern. She asked to have a drink with the group as a bit of a peace offering following the misunderstanding about the portions and the pants of holding. Only Lucy accepted the offer, and as they made camp on the way to Erinsmouth that evening, they had a number of drinks. As they did so, Lucy started to feel a bit groggy, under the influence, as though he'd been drugged. He had been drugged. And then after a number of attempts over the weeks that she was with the party, of the days she was with the party, Lilla finally managed to get inside Lucy's pants, stealing 2,000 gold pieces, and then leaving, but not before leaving, a greater healing potion by Marcus's bedside. And then she disappeared into the night. The next thing we know, the group, Lucy, when he came to his senses, alerted the group. It was quite clear Lilla was long gone. They jumped in the wagon, made up the camp, had a bite to eat, jumped in the wagon, and then set off. Not far into their journey, they came across a body in the road, dark blue dragonborn, which we learnt later was Varric. He had been jumped, knocked on the back of the head, and had his horse and cart stolen by a red-headed tiefling, which sounded a lot like Lilla. Taking pity on Varric, the group decided to take him along with them. And soon found a bit of a kinship with Lucy over alcohol, especially been quite amazed by Lucy's ability to reproduce alcohol reasonably miraculously using the mug of retention. A bit further down the road, getting towards Erinsmouth, the mists descended. The air grew cold. The party, for the first time in a while, could see their breath in front of their eyes, as kind of mist. Frost started to harden the road. Fir trees began to appear either side of the road as they trudged on, as the horses trudged on in the cold. Thicker and thicker the forest either side grew. Then the frost turned to a sprinkling of snow. And before they knew it, the party were in snowfall. 10 minutes later, the horse and wagon stopped. They could go no further. They were surrounded in feet of snow. Up ahead was a warm glow from a clearing. The party decided that they'd head towards that clearing. And there they found an elf. And this is where we get a little bit Christmassy, because we did the Christmas thing last week. It's middle-aged, messy hair, ill-fitting garb, green velvet top, green and white hooped bottoms. She announced that her name was the elf that was left on the shelf, and started reading a poem. And that poem talked about 3 tasks to gain tremendous wealth. I'm not going to recite it here because I haven't written it down. An archway appeared behind her. The group went through the arch. Marcus held back a little bit, not trusting what was going on, but after a while decided to join. Through the archway was a path that led to another clearing. In that clearing were 3 snowmen. One was the size of a 10-year-old boy. Another one appeared to be a dragonborn of teenage years. And then the third looked adult human-sized or elf, and had collapsed. The 3 of them were holding out their arms with hands, palms faced up. There was something in the poem about bringing presents to those that have passed, or bringing those that have passed to the present, something like that. The group soon worked out that after Lucy being hit on the head by a dive-bombing owl that looked very similar to Alice's owl Albert, excuse me, that this was actually members of snowmen representing members of the group that had left. One was Alice, who had left the party to go and fight in her homeland. The other 2 were Meldry and Ravenor, who had perished. Ravenor had a habit of falling in battle, becoming unconscious. Yin decided to put a coin in Alice the rogue's palm, while Marcus, as a joke, decided that it would be apt to put a greater healing potion in Ravenor's hand. Both hands closed, and the snowmen collapsed. The items disappeared. That left Meldry. The group had a bit of a debate over what Meldry would like as a gift. And in the end, Lucy suggested that she liked collecting berries. That was about the only thing he could think of. So Yin went and found some bramble bushes and picked some blackberries, put them in the snowman's hand. It closed, and the snowman collapsed, and then an archway appeared. The group went through the archway, followed the road to another clearing, and then there was three archways ahead of them, all with different symbols carved above them. One was a golden eagle with a torch in its mouth above a Christmas tree. Another was a star above a reindeer. And then the final one was a cloud with a sleigh beneath it. And there was something about something expensive falling from the sky, and something be able to guide Sanic, who is this version of Father Christmas, it's his eye. And two of the group decided to select the reindeer, which was the right answer, because reindeer, expensive rain falling from the sky. The others decided to pick different doors. They ended up in the same place, the others, and they ended up in a chasm with some ice blocks. As they moved towards the further down into the chasm, the ice blocks broke, and then appeared these winged ice beasts. Cleo, who was with them, suggested running. Yin seemed quite keen for Lucy to set them on fire. But in the end, everybody decided to run. Meanwhile, Varric and Marcus, who'd chosen the right door, had continued down the path that they came to, found themselves a bridge. And in front of the bridge was a plate of food, and then guarding the bridge was the night before Christmas, and Christmas was like a village behind. They decided because the knight was hungry that they'd feed her, and then she let them through. Then they got to a sign that said "Welcome to Christmas," and please use the tradesman's entrance. And they came into this big clearing with green and red torches dotted around, and a house covered in snow with no doors or windows. All they could smell was a log fire. Eventually they worked out that you were to use the chimney. Inside they found a wizard called Sanic, and he offered them 2 pieces of advice, or 2 pieces of information. So their prize was the wealth of information. And he said something along the lines of, "I sense your journey will take you to the land of giants. A great fury you will find there." And then the second one was, "Go to Dragon's Foot for the justice you seek." After that, the group were transported back to their wagon. They moved on a little bit because the snow had begun to clear, and found a clearing to stop in. As they were warming themselves by fire, there was a bit of movement in Varric's pocket. He reached inside and revealed Jessie's character, Amanita, who was desperate to get warm, so went and sat by the fire. After some introductions and getting the group getting to know each other a little bit better, they retired for the evening. The next morning, they headed into the town of Erinsmouth. As they approached, they could see a large house across a little bit further down the bank of the lake, separate from the town. There was another large house towards the exit in that direction as well. And then there was mainly kind of fishing and things to support fishing businesses. Obviously, there was quite a bit of fishing in the lake. There was tanners and things like that as well. But there was an inn called the Dam Inn, and Varek, liking a drink, headed straight for the inn. The rest of the group followed, and I think Yin might have gone for a walk, but we'll assume he's returned, every week. As the group were having a drink, Amanita having a whole pint and kind of having a bit of a swim, they noticed that the barman's, or the landlord's daughter, Tessa, who was serving the drinks, she was gradually getting paler and paler as time went on. She had this big kind of like black kind of maid's apron, but it went up to the neck and had lace around it and things. She just looked kind of a bit worse for wear. And eventually she collapsed in the middle of the bar area, which is where we pick up. So, those that are there, what do you want to do?
I don't know. It's one of those,
So as you're talking, her father, the landlord, runs round the bar and starts to look at her, waves another bespectacled gentleman over, who, by all accounts, seems to be the local physician, and starts looking her over, examining her. Is there anything you'd like to do while he's doing that?
I'm just going to watch what he's doing. I'm just going to keep seated, but I'm just going to keep watching, like just kind of looking over my cup as I'm drinking, just to watch.
Okay, so it start off with he kind of loosens off her top a little bit and kind of pulls at the neck. He kind of takes her pulse and then he kind of... Could you all roll a perception check, please? Those are in roll 20.
I got 12.
Okay.
Yinran got a 19.
Okay. Thanks, Charlie.
Nice.
17. So Yin, Lucy, and Amanita, you notice the landlord looking a bit odd. Rather than worried, he seems almost eager. The doctor looks at him and nods. A huge smile appears on his face. And he shouts, "Erin has blessed my daughter! Drinks on the house!" And everybody in the bar, apart from you guys, cheers. Meanwhile, the bespectacled man's kind of helping her up. She's revived. She's regained consciousness, and he sits her down on the table next to you. Not the same table as you, but the adjacent table. And she's given a glass of water. What would you like to do?
I just lean over and say, "Congratulations, well done." Just go up to the bar and order another drink for myself.
Amanita's just literally climbing out the cup now and like brushing herself off because she's probably soaking wet. I just like, oh dear, I hope you're okay.
She's just kind of beyond words. She just looks a little bit. She just looks drained.
Don't look so good.
I didn't sleep too well last night. Guess I understand why now. It's for the best, I suppose. I just need to sleep. And the man's like, "Well, have yourself a drink of water, then we'll get your father's to take you up, okay?"
Lucy is very confused at this point and is probably going to ask this bespectacled guy, so what's going on?
She's been blessed by Erin.
But what exactly does that mean?
Have you not heard the tale?
No, I'm quite a hermit. Yeah.
Well, periodically in these parts, a young girl or a young man will suffer Erin's blessing. They will be drained, pale, and they'll feel ill for a number of days, but recover. And then by the time they have recovered, great riches will be delivered to their family. Enough to live off for a year.
That means
Oh,
she'll
aye.
get lots of shiny things.
Her family will, yes.
I completely misunderstood the situation as I'm sitting back down with another drink. I thought she was having a child.
I also got that. That's also the message I took from it as well, to be honest.
Which made it all the more creepy when she's like, I didn't get much sleep last night. Now that explains it.
Yes, this tends to happen in the evening.
The blessing happens in the evening.
Yes. Tends to more often than not, I believe. In fact, I can't think of a scenario when it hasn't happened in the evening. They've just woken up in the morning and felt ill.
And
No.
But they bear the mark.
I was going to ask, are there any marks involved in this blessing around the neck area?
Normally, there are puncture wounds, yes. Small.
Oh, great.
two side by side by any chance?
On this occasion, yes.
Well, congratulations anyway. Let's just go back to drinking.
Does that mean it's going to happen to us too?
It looks like we might be going on an adventure.
I like adventures.
Everything's an adventure if you're involved, Lucy. We don't really get a choice on that.
Well, sometimes we get to go to the pub.
Oh, well, I wouldn't pry too much if I were you. This is Erinsland's business. Just leave us be. We're happy with this. We're happy with the arrangement, whatever that may be. I don't want it. None of us will thank you for messing with it.
Of course, we just want to know what's going on. That, by all means, we're just curious. We don't mean any ill intentions, of course.
If you want to know more about the arrangement, go speak to the mayor. It's in the big house at the end of the town.
Alright. Well, if everyone else is keen for that, then I don't mind investigating that a bit.
Does that mean it's going to happen to us too? She's like pulling on your little jacket, like trying to grab your attention. I hope it don't.
I don't think it will. I think we're fine. It's usually just people, and I kind of refer in this to the physicians. It's usually just people who stay in the town, right? It's not. It doesn't affect travelers too often, right?
I don't know. I suspect if you stay here long enough, it could happen. It tends to be.
I hope it don't.
It tends to be people of a certain age, though.
Is it like a certain age and minimum, or is it a certain age and over?
Tends to be young men or young ladies of kind of childbearing age, but not yet married.
Well, just humming to myself, just yeah.
So Lucy's feeling kind of not dumb today. Intelligence roll. Just gonna turn to the group, but so we all think this is a vampire, right?
Absolutely, without a doubt in my mind.
Okay.
I don't know what anyone else is feeling, but
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't think I've met one of them before.
From my many travels, I can tell you they're either they're really hit or miss. They're just, you love them or you really hate them. There's no middle ground there.
That sounds strangely familiar. So you guys fancy checking it out? They live a really long time, and they could maybe have some trinkets or things that we could, I don't know, find.
You want to rob the man?
Well, not rob, just alleviate him or her of certain things that might be just unattended.
That's robbing.
Potato, tomato. I'm just suggesting it.
It's only stealing if you get caught.
There you go.
Well, I can't exactly arrest you anymore for it, so I will still smack you for it, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, what do you guys fancy doing then? Do we leave and come back later, or do we stick around for a bit?
Stick around a while. I think we could Well, I don't know about you guys, but I need to rest my tired old legs. Maybe fill up on supplies and before I finish making my way to Catan, so...
Good point.
So, should we finish up our drinks and check out the mayor, or stay here for a few rounds?
Well, I'll take the rounds with us.
Good
But-
point.
I love the way how the guy with the endless supply of alcohol wants to stay in the tavern to buy more drinks.
Well, he likes variety.
Well, I suppose you get one free drink, don't you? Drinks on the house.
It's in the house, yeah.
Well, he gets two because Marcus doesn't drink, so he'll probably get a drink and just give it to Lucy. Or Varric. I mean, Varric doesn't have an infinite cup now.
No. That's it. I'm going to be taking all the drinks I can get. That's it. Trying to fill up before we go somewhere.
So, cool. So you stick around for a while. You have your drinks. How should I put it? The supposed physician and her father, and Tessa's father, the girl who collapsed, take her upstairs to her and her father's living quarters. Father comes back down and kind of starts helping pour the drinks that were on the house out. The physician kind of makes his apologies and leaves, telling her father where he's going to be if they need if he needs anything or if there's an emergency. Then he leaves. Anything else you guys want to do while you're in the pub?
I kind of want to follow the doctor.
Okay. You follow him. He reaches a house. He goes into the house.
Okay, I'll go back to the group. I just want to know where he is. That's all.
It's fairly modest home. Nothing special about it.
What time of day is it this time?
I would say it's probably about 11 in the morning.
Really early. It's a lot earlier than what I thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much woke up and then you weren't that far away from Erinsmouth when you set off. So you've gone there, you've had a look around, you've bought a couple of drinks.
I think it's time we go ask the mayor what's going on with this blessing. Quotation marks.
Okay.
Yeah. Even money, he's the vampire.
That's it.
So
It
you-
could be
So you head down the kind of the lakeside road to a large wooden building with a couple of guards posted out front. The guards seem to be guarding the main entrance. What do you want to do?
Lucy has an idea. I want to see if he thinks it. Let's see. Okay, he thinks it's a great idea. So Lucy's going to disguise himself as the young lady that collapsed,
Okay.
and then run up to the guards and demand to see the mayor.
Marcus is also going to walk up as himself normally and ask politer. I'm new in town, can I talk to the mayor?
I follow Marcus as well, I think.
So, first of all, Lucy walks up and starts demanding, and the guards are like, Have you been drinking, miss?
I have been blessed! I must see him immediately.
Or persuasion?
This is for everyone who is new, this is default Lucy as well. This isn't like a one-time, I'm going to be eccentric. This is all the time.
Sorry. 17.
Persuasion, not perception.
Oh, wait, what did I roll? Perception? Whoops. $22.
No, you look here, miss. It's almost lunchtime. He's not gonna be pleased. You're gonna stay here all day, aren't you, if we don't let you in? Fine. If anybody asks, you came in round back. Then he sees the rest of them approaching. What can I do for you?
We're new in town and we'd just like to talk to the mayor.
Would you know? Mayor's a busy man.
We have an appointment.
Have you?
Yeah.
What name's it in?
Dustin. Dustin Jones. Hear about the herbs?
Do deception. And here's me. I've
an 11.
I'll have to check. No dust in here. You sure you got the right day?
Fairly positive. Ain't that right, Dustin? And I kind of pat Marcus on the back.
Oh, you're Dustin.
Marcus is going to stare at Varric, like, with unbroken eye contact for like 30 seconds before going, yes, I'm Dustin.
And is that in a intimidate? Are you trying to intimidate, or are you trying to?
It's more exacerbated.
Okay. Roll persuasion then, please.
My persuasion is shit. 10.
Well, your name might be Dustin, but your name's not on the list. Are you sure you've got the right day?
Lucy will just look at Marcus as if to ask, should he?
Yeah, it's... oh, just...
Yeah, roll 2 wisdom checks, please. Wait.
It was that, or Marcus was like, I'm just going to punch him in the nose.
I know.
Wrong dice.
Yep, 2 wisdom saves, please.
Okay. 3 and a 7.
Yep, that failed. They're both charmed.
Okay. What do you want to say to them then?
Oh, come on, you know them. You grew up with them. You can let them in to see the boss. Anyway, they'll be able to bring me back after I'm done.
What do you reckon? He's going to have a go at us for letting her in anyway. Fine, go. But if anybody asks, you came in the back door, right?
Back door, yep.
Hey. So you walk in, and straight in front of you is the staircase. Looks quite grand. At the top of the staircase, you can see a door with a plaque on it. Beside the staircase, there's kind of lesser doors, don't look as grand. Kind of on the ground floor. What do you want to do?
What does the plaque say?
Can't read it from here.
Oh, I'm going to go up to it then.
It says Mayor's office.
Who would have thought?
I guess I'll go in.
Okay, is everybody going in?
Oh,
I just want to check, is Amanita with us as well, or was she left at the tavern?
No, she would have been in your pocket again.
Yeah, cool, that's fine. I just wanted to double check that. We'd all just got up and left the tavern, but no, that's fine, cool.
So you walk in and you don't get a normal kind of office vibe from this room. It was basically like a living room. It's comfy chairs, like one of these kind of loungy chairs, and that are kind of long and that you lie on, kind of like a settee at one end and then open at the other, and a coffee table with numerous papers on there, and sat on this lounge chair is this rather large man, wider than he is tall. Hearing the door go, he sits up, and even that you can hear him breathing out. Whoa. He's sweating a lot. Bald head, thinning on with a bit of a grey comb over. He's got a creased white shirt on that's kind of half untucked. Black trousers, and a long blue and yellow velvet jacket which is undone at the front. I told them I didn't want to be disturbed. What is it?
I've been blessed. I've come for my riches.
You'll get what's coming to you soon enough. You got to wait.
I waited. It's been ages.
I told you, the caravan will come when it comes.
But where does the caravan come from?
The bank in Catan.
That's a long way to go. That's a long wait. I not just have riches now.
Where do you think they're going to come from?
I don't know. Maybe whoever blessed me.
Well, whoever blessed you is none of your business. The fact that you're getting the money is your business, isn't it?
I think if they bless me, I should know. Maybe I want to say thank you.
Well, you can write him a letter.
Who?
Baron Errin, of course.
And where do I send this letter?
You just send it to me and I'll forward it on.
No, because then you'll read the letter and that, I want to say some personal things.
Put a seal on it.
And I'm just supposed to trust you won't read my letter. That's very presumptuous of you.
Don't see how you've got any other option.
Are we all in the room at this point, sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let the others. Lucy ponders what his options are.
Can I ask why you're wheezing so heavily, just out of curiosity?
Oh, it's just blamed illness. Keep piling on the pounds. Sorry, that was a real cough.
Very fitting, very fitting.
Well, you know, I work so hard, I don't get any chance to get out much. It's an illness, I swear it.
The trials of being a mayor of a town.
Well, the Baron pays me well. Pays me for his silence as well.
The Baron? Where's the Baron? Sorry.
Well, he's rumoured to be in the house along the lake. Nobody's seen him for years, though. I just get instructions every few weeks as to who to deliver cash to. And my payment, of course.
Well, so the Baron's the one, I can only assume he deals in blessings. He pays you for... No, sorry, he tells you who to give the money to, correct?
Yes. What is it today with blessings and questions? There was a lady here, rather odd-looking lady, asking questions as well.
An odd lady.
An odd-looking lady. She looked a bit ill, almost green.
Perhaps.
She went off towards the house as well. Perhaps you'll run into her.
I kind of turned to look at the rest of the group. Just, is there anything else we need to ask? Just while we're here,
Well, you should probably find a healer. I've known some people in some terrible states, and they never sounded half as bad as you do.
Well, thank you for the advice, but I've seen all the physicians I can.
I'm not saying a physician, I mean like an actual magically inclined healer.
Not those people at a temple, I hope.
Well, why not? What's wrong with the temple?
Lord Baron Erin. Long ago we banned any religion. The warders, if I went to a temple, the warders would throw me in the lake.
Well, it may be a choice between that or dying a very slow disease death.
Well, I take a slow death over a quick one any day.
Fucking fool. Oh, you fucking fool.
Well, I'm a rich fool, so... Well, what am I gonna say? Anyway, if your business is done here, send those 2 guards on the front door up. Oh, I've got words for them.
Oh, we came in the back.
Yeah, we didn't see any guards.
And who was watching the back?
No one?
Useless fuckers. Go out the front and send one of them up, please. And do you know what I pay them for?
Well, thank you very much for your time. We'll get out of your way now. I don't think we have anything else to ask. I kind of make for the door.
You see him kind of struggle to lift his arm up and give you a wave. As the kind of flesh kind of moves around quite heavily. So, you head outside. I'm assuming you send one of the guards up. They seem a bit grumpy. And you head off. Where are you going?
I guess the house?
I think we should pay the Baron a visit, to be honest. I kind of look in my pocket and say to Amanita, just, what do you think? What did you get from that guy?
Man needs serious help.
I think so, too.
Okay. So, you've seen the house before. This kind of rather large building with pillars outside. You get there. It looks abandoned. Big wooden front door. Double, like almost 2 sets of double doors stand in front of you. A number of concrete steps leading up. It's kind of made of a kind of rock. Dark rock affair. What do you want to do?
Can I just have a look at the windows? Just like, are they like, so you said it looked abandoned. Is it like, are the windows like boarded up and stuff like that? Or is it like...
No, the windows are there. I mean, they look a bit dirty. The house itself is kind of like raised up, so it's almost like you've got a floor, and then you've got the ground floor. What would be considered the ground floor? It's almost like there's a cellar there that, or some sort of, it's on almost like it's on stilts, but then the wall has been built round. You get the impression it's there for flood defences. So it's sometimes if the lake was to flood, it would kind of flood underneath the house, that floor, rather than where you are, where the ground floor is. So you can't walk around and just look through a window. You've got this kind of large double door in front of you. What would you like to do?
So do we want to just knock on the door, or are we going to try and sneak our way in, or are we just... What's going on here?
I can help us sneak in if you like.
That could be an option. I think... I mean, what's the plan here? What do we want to do?
We're not usually great with plans.
You're not usually great with plans.
Hey, the one time I followed them, the rest of you didn't.
Because it was a stupid plan.
What am I getting myself involved with? Gonna just shake my head a bit.
But yeah, if we can sneak in, I don't see why. Why not? Probably be handy.
Try the door. If it doesn't open, I can unlock it.
Okay.
Let's do this then. Let's give it a go.
We'll go up and I'll try and open the door.
Let you kind of walk up, turn the handle. And you hear a clicking noise as the door opens.
Oh, that was easy.
I think maybe we should be quiet going in from here on out. I think to be on the safe side, we should...
So, let me just show you what you can see.
If you hadn't said that, Lucy would have just gone, "Coo!"
I was very close to just having Marcus just like walk through the doors. Like, not sneak, just go, oh.
Just kick open the doors, that's it.
Beastie Boys blaring in the background.
So, that is what you can see in front of you. Hopefully everybody can see that. And my second go at using the dynamic lighting as well, I will add. So, you are in a hallway. One thing I will note is that it is thick with dust, except for a trail which seems to be a well-trodden trail that heads up one of the staircases, the one on the left. There's an occasional footprints up the one on the right. And there is a single set of footprints, look fairly fresh, heading into the door on your right.
Probably check the fresh ones first.
Yeah.
Shall we be quiet about this first? Shall we get Anita to do that? Help everyone be stealthy.
If she can. Probably handy.
Just checking my spells.
There's two things I need to do here, actually.
I actually don't have a spell to make the whole party quiet. Sadly.
Yep, no worries. To the door!
Okay, if you just give me a second. Don't move yet. There's two things I need to do.
Oh god.
Everyone roll initiative.
No, not quite. So you walk through the door, and you immediately see this green-looking lady carrying a whole load of books and dumping them on the table in front of her. Liz, would you like to introduce your character, please?
Of course. I can help myself, I'm sorry. I had books, I had to do it. So, dressed in a deep red robe, which cast a stark contrast to her dark green skin. Her hair was a dark curly green mess sitting about her shoulders. Her eyes were a bright yellow with a dark horizontal slit, much like a goat. At her hip was a heavy-looking spellbook bound in dark brown leather with odd runes, and a twitching eye in the middle. Also, within her book bag was a small grey textbook with dark brown roots wrapping around it. On her other hip was a simple dagger and a large bag of spell components. Floating about her shoulders is a floating fox skull with bright green eyes and the ethereal shadow of a fox. Ta-da!
So you suddenly see this bunch of reprobates appear in front of you. How do you react?
Can I help you?
That is a lot of books.
Yes, it is.
Are you a vampire?
I do not believe so.
Is that something a vampire would say?
Probably.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth and let's have a look at your teeth. But
Um.
vampires have sharp teeth, don't they?
Well, I also do have sharp teeth, but I'm not a vampire. I do not sustain myself on blood or life energy, so
Which is got a point. I have sharp teeth too, and I don't sustain myself on blood. But
there we
nevertheless,
go.
You sustain yourself on whiskey. Same
exactly.
thing.
I much prefer a sharp wine myself, but each to their own.
Perhaps we should check for signs of life.
Well, I am alive. I have a pulse, my heart beats, and I have a reflection. I quite enjoy the taste of garlic. I do not burn up in the sun. Neither do I get a horrible sunburn. It's one of the traits of having green skin. Anything else you would like to ask?
What's your name?
Oh, well, now that is an interesting one. My name is Sybil. Sybil Crowley.
That doesn't seem like a vampire name, though.
Thank you.
No. Vampires usually go by Baron something or Lord. Yeah, that's what I found. But
Usually a lot of constants.
Well, I hold no title.
I've never
Anyway,
met a vampire.
They're
neither
very
would
scary.
you want to. Exactly.
I'm Lucy. Hiya.
Nice to meet you.
We came looking for a vampire.
Oh, there most assuredly is likely one in these halls.
I start looking around very quickly, just scanning the area just in case.
Did you say you had a floating fox head?
Yeah.
My one's jumping out of Thingy's pocket and is now trying to chase your floating fox skull to try and ride it.
Come back! I want to sit on you.
The fox just like floats up to the top of a bookshelf and looks down on the little mushroom creature, drooling like this green ectoplasm.
Not fair. I can't reach up there.
I think it might be safe for you to come away from that fox thing. I mean, it looks quite hungry.
Throw me up. I want to ride it.
All right. Okay. Just pick
Brush
up
is not a mount. Brush is a rather, well, regal creature when it's not busy slobbering over everything.
I'm doing it anyway. Just throw them.
Anything's
It's
amount if
okay.
you're
I
brave
like
enough.
animals.
Oh, this is a dead animal.
Dead, alive, it don't matter. They're all the same.
I have no argument to that.
So I kind of go back to the doorway we've just come through, and is there a doorway directly across the way from us?
There is a doorway directly across from you, yes.
Oh, this one there. I thought from the front door. Sorry, to the left of the front door. Sorry. Look
Yeah.
across the.
So there's a door there.
Right, cool.
There is a door, where somebody's just clicked up there, and there's a door in that room which looks like a bit of a library. In fact, it is a library.
So, what is your purpose for hunting a vampire? This one doesn't seem all that bad.
It has money.
I don't know if we're hunting it per se. Just
Or
just
investigating.
investigating, I think is a better word. Yeah.
Oh yes,
I see.
investigating.
So, not robbing.
No.
Is it Rob? No.
Stealing if you get caught. Reiterate that
Well, I
point.
believe you have, in a sense, been caught, so
We've not taken anything yet, so that's fine.
I
Isn't
suppose.
that what you're doing, taking all of these books?
Dad.
I'm not taking them. They are still within the building.
So
I
we
thought
were
you were
not
just going to sit here and read all of these books in
Yes.
some abandoned vampire house.
I don't see why not. I'm sure I have things of interest with vampire. If need be. It has a plentiful food source. There's no issue to be worried about me.
Oh, well, what's its food source?
I imagine the people of the town.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm expecting. You never know.
Exactly.
any
So-
interest in books.
Well, there is this one about a man and a woman who go up the hill and then fall down again. And then the rest on death, I suppose.
Is there any about mushrooms?
Probably, but I have not looked for them.
Can I look for books for mushrooms?
Could you do an investigation check?
Of course.
Arcus would like to push through this door.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute.
I am not rolling very well tonight. 8.
Do not find any books on mushrooms. However, you do find something that does pique your interest, which I will put in chat.
Lucy
Alright.
would like to look around the books to see if there's anything that piques his interest.
Okay. So, you don't find anything other than what Barrick's already found. So, that is a book that is the memoirs, or the volume 1 of the memoirs of Eric den Erin, in which he talked about where he grew up, a place called Skies River. His father was a tanner, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was one of 4 children, the eldest. And his parents could only afford an education for him. But he used to then pass on what he learned to his siblings. By the time he was 15, he ended up being an apprentice with a trader, running between Skies River and Catan. He says he's never been to the city before. Eventually, Von Josset, who was the man who he worked for, retired, leaving him at the age of 19 running the business. And he talks about having lots of money and being quite frivolous. He bought a summer house, which you are currently in, I will add, along the banks of the river North Sign, I think it was. And he's talked about how kind of he grew the business when Von Josset passed away, left him a load of money, left the business to him, but with instructions as to how to expand it. And then suddenly he was kind of running trade routes along the backbone of Western Catan, and was the backbone of the Western Catan economy. And it was around that time he met the Bloodsmiths, and everything after that changed. And
These
that's all.
seem like good bits of information. I recommend we try and find the rest of these memoirs, perhaps.
Did you read that out loud, or are you passing it round for everyone to read?
I'll read it. I'll have read it out loud. Yeah, sure.
It sounds very boring.
I don't know. These bloodsmiths sound very interesting.
I mean, if that was a vampire name, I'm sure we're hitting our money on the mark.
Yeah. We should find it.
I heard about bloodsmiths in Catan.
Really? But what do they do?
Oh no, I was asking the forbidden tome of knowledge that floats in the sky on a purple background.
Oh.
So the not necessarily known in Catan City so much. Certainly their businesses probably are, but not the family name as such. Cleo does come up with a piece of information, which is that they come from, I believe, the south of the continent. If I can find where they come from. Canty, I think, is where they come from.
Canty or Wonty?
Yeah, so it is south of Terror Lake. Or around that area. You can find Terror Lake. Let me just... Sorry, I put one note in a really awkward place that I'm trying to...
I must admit, I totally forgot Cleo was with us. I was just like, oh, he's still here.
Yeah, so if I just quickly flip to the map, I'll show you where Canty is. Just got to sort a couple of things out in general.
It's by Ankle's Fork.
Oh, wrong. Yeah, that is the right map. So, I've got to move myself there as well, which would help. So it's by Ankle's Fork. So down there. Is where they are from. Cleo's like, it is a very dark place. Always under some sort of storm cloud. And mists. Not the nicest of places to visit in Catan. People tend to stay away. Fear of something being rather dark.
Well, it's also on the way to Dragon's Foot. Now we need to get to it at some point as well.
Now, it would be interesting to go there. I do wonder what I could learn from them.
What is it you're trying to learn?
Well, I suppose the arts of healing in life and death. Manipulating matter on a arcane side as against a divine side, as most do.
I can heal stuff. Not the best, but
Now that is admirable. What is your name, little one?
it's Amanita. I mean, you can call me Nita if you like. But yeah, that's my name.
Pleasure to meet you. You are a funny little thing.
I get that a lot.
Well then, I suppose we should look for our vampire friend and find out more.
I mean, yeah, I suppose that if anyone wants to ask, it would be our Baron. Wait, what was his name? Sorry.
I'm
Who
still waiting to go
knows?
through that door.
You may be able to
Evan.
get a job from him.
Sorry?
You might be able to get some work from him, maybe. Provided he isn't too annoyed that we have trespassed in his home.
I'm sure he could use the company.
Oh. Marcus,
Hello.
you want to walk through that door?
Yes.
Okay. So you walk into the door. You walk through the door, sorry. And you see a room with a child's tea set on the floor. A number of pieces of paper with crayons next to them. This is all thick with dust. As you walk in, you can hear a child's laughter. The air grows cold. Then it's silent.
I would just like to poke around extensively in this room.
Okay. Would you like to do an investigation check?
With my -1 investigation, absolutely. I got a 2. I don't see shit.
There's a tea set.
There's a tea set and a strange couch and a chest.
Okay.
I'll probably follow Marcus in.
Everyone's moving.
And just
I'll follow, hearing the giggle.
Marlon will be back on Varric's shoulder, being as she's given up on chasing the fox.
The intangible form of a fox, yes.
she's going to go straight and look in this thing.
Yep, that's what I thought we would do.
Okay.
That's why I didn't go near it.
Yeah,
Could you do an investigation check, please?
investigation. Oh no.
Alexi's not telling you to do a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
You find a nice dolly. Could you all roll a perception check, please?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we find. Oh, it's Chucky.
Oh, I'm still on whisper rolls. Let me just fix that. But I
What is
rolled a
going on?
15. Oh wow, you guys.
Yinran. No, Yinran.
Never whisper. There we go.
Okay, so Yin, Sybil, and Amanita. You all think you see a little girl run across the room and out of the door at the top of the room. It seems to get a few degrees colder as you see this. Everybody notices the temperature drop. You see water vapor in front of your breath now. This little girl just seems to skip happily along and out the door. Through the door, though, without the door opening. Can't hear you, Jess.
No.
That's better.
Wait. That weren't up fully on. Don't like the cold. Baron? Varric, I don't like it.
Just don't worry about it. Just hop into the pocket or something. It's fine.
No, there's something that's gone outside the door.
The door. Not gonna look at the door. It's just a door. I take it.
Yes,
There's no.
there was a little girl. Seemed to be a ghost given the temperature drop.
Yinran, having noticed this, will probably grab Lucy and just push him through. What's happened?
Knowing Nell, there would have been a lot of screams and panicking.
No, Yinran will push Lucy through. This is payback for earlier.
I'm getting flashbacks of Sea Market now.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting scared. Okay.
I've played Phasmophobia with her. It gets so much worse.
Oh my god, I need to play Faz
I'm
with you
gonna-
guys. I love the game.
I'm not played it yet.
Hang on a minute. So as you open the door,
Didn't even have to specify. Perfect.
you see, hopefully, yes, you do. There is a giant rat in the middle of the room.
Well, someone's been feeding that well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hostile to the group? Does it look angry?
It turns and kind of makes some sort of screech at you. Before hightailing it up the stairs.
Okay. That was
It didn't sound too pleased.
that was weird.
I will add these stairs go up rather than down, by the way.
Just look like that.
The graphic ain't great.
Anything of interest in this cupboard?
Do an investigation check.
Did Lucy take the doll with him, or did he just kind of like go Uno and dump it?
Oh, he's still holding it. Yep.
Oh god.
Has he got what with him? Sorry.
The
doll.
Oh.
He never put it down. He's still holding it.
Just grabbing it by the arm, just holding it along down your side.
Oh
That's
my god.
I have to ask, is this like our version of like the Curse of Strahd Death House? Because we're walking around an abandoned house filled with a child ghost and with a vampire in it somewhere.
God.
Well, at least I
At
haven't
least-
started hunting.
At least these kids, so far, this kid doesn't seem as bad.
Yeah, well, I got fucking possessed by one in the first time I played through Death House, so I was expecting that again the moment I walked through the door. And they were like,
No, we
"You're
just-
a child laugh." I'm like,
So in the, I will add there is a door here as well. You can't see it very well.
Okay.
I need to just move that up a bit.
Our characters just attacked each other at the shrine.
So, you look through the cupboard. You see some tattered old clothes. A couple of coppers in the pockets of one of them. That is all.
Anything else in the toy chest?
Roll for investigation.
Okay. 15?
Okay. So, there are numerous stuffed toys. Generally bears. One of them has been ripped from the neck down the front. And the stuffing looks as though it is coated in blood. Dried blood.
I guess I stand back and is this a action to do? Yes it is. I cast Unseen Servants and get them to pick it up and take a closer look so I don't have to hold it.
Okay. So you see it rise. Some of the stuffing falls out as it rises. You can see that the rip seems to have been worn around the edge quite a bit, as though the stuffing has been taken out and put in quite a lot. Almost as though somebody's been playing a rather violent game with this bear.
Okay. I suppose I'll let my servants carry the bear for now and go to follow the others into the room.
Okay. So,
Can I have a look out the window? Sorry, that's in the toy room. Can I just like have a look just to see if there's anything out there?
okay. Could you do an investigation check, please?
Can do. That's better. 18.
Okay. All you can see is trees and then a bit of the river, a bit of the lake.
Right.
However, in amongst the muck up the sides of the windows, you can see a smeared child's handprint. Relatively small child. With something that looks like a bit of dried blood on it. Could you do a perception check, please?
Yeah, can do.
Unbeknownst to this, Marcus is just going to be like, Lucy, do you want to check through that door and I'll go upstairs?
15.
Okay, Lucy will just walk through.
Okay.
Then Marcus will go upstairs.
So you hear running behind you 2 sets of footsteps as you're looking through the window. Across the room in one door, out the other. From north to south as you look at it. You instantly look round, but you do not see anything. You hear giggling as it's happening. Children's giggling.
Uh-oh.
There. Who do you want to do first, Lucy or Marcus?
Marcus is ID, so go for Marcus first.
Okay. I just need to do some stuff first. Just to avoid you guys. I will just pretty much move everybody to the where Marcus is going to be, not to spoil the surprise of the rest of the. So I had you coming up a different staircase, that's all. Right, so Marcus gets to the top of the stairs. And it looks like Bosh, that.
It's rather mundane.
Storage room by the look of it. It is thick with dust. Does not look like it's been disturbed in a good while.
Is that a chest in the corner?
It's like a bedding chest type thing. It's not. It doesn't look as though it's got a lock on it.
Just like lift the lid, peek in, drop it, carry on.
Okay. You lift the lid, and a swarm of moths flies out towards you.
Oh, I like moths.
All you can see inside is moth-eaten sheets.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll just carry on then.
Okay.
Going to poke through this door that I can barely see.
Give us a minute. Dynamic lighting.
What's under the sheet? Is it like covering something, or is it just like a rug on the floor?
I don't know. Is Marcus going to have a look?
No, he's just continued walking off.
Okay.
Mm.
You're in a landing. There are some dead plants They don't look too long dead, though. The leaves still have some greenness in them, but they're generally brown and look as though they've died off a little bit. Apologies for the noise in the background. It sounds as though one of the kids is going a bit loco.
I think. I'm going to go and kick open these double doors.
These ones above you.
Yep.
Just give us a minute. Give me a minute. There is some stuff in this room that you need to see.
Mom would have jumped down off of Barrack's shoulder now, and she's gonna have a walkabout.
I'll have come up the stairs as well. Yeah. By this point, I'll have just made my way up the stairs.
I think
I think
Yinran
he's regretting going in there.
He didn't go by himself.
Oh, he did. He didn't really stop and wait for anyone. He just kind of like sauntered off.
Mom would have probably just seen him go through the door, so she's heading towards that way, and probably then, as she's come through, seen the dead plant, and then stopped at that.
You immediately enter the room, or you kick the doors open and you see a whole kind of bunch of webs and not that I drew the webs on here, but it is, and giant spiders.
I imagine it's one of those cases of like just bang, kick the door. Oh, it's just...
Okay. Should we jump back to Lucy?
Yep.
Well, we'll leave it at that.
Okay. Oh, Lucy's going to set this place on fire.
Yeah, you
Remember
will.
what the physician said. We won't be happy. We won't praise you for meddling with our affairs. And here we are.
So, Lucy,
Yep.
you wanting to enter this room?
Yep.
Okay. So,
With Yinran will probably follow Lucy.
It looks like you're on your own.
I know. Oh no.
in front of you is a dining room.
Nice.
It all looks rather thick with dust apart from one, and it is completely empty apart from a number of papers and one dinner setting.
Oh, I'm gonna sit at that setting.
You're gonna sit there
Yeah.
and do what?
I don't know, I'll just look at the papers and the cutlery,
Okay.
see what they look like, if they look valuable.
Okay. So, there's quite a bit in the papers. I will send them
Okay.
to, I'll put them in the general chat. Okay. There you go. So, talks about it started with a letter. The Count and Countess of Canty were visiting Skies River that summer before heading off to Catan and requested dinner. I presumed they wanted our trade routes to stop off at their town, so I accepted their invitation and read a business proposal. Finally, the night arrived. The Bloodsmiths were spending the night at the local baron's mansion, Grenblack. Local baron, Grenblack's mansion. I think his name... Grenblack, I think his name was. Dinner would be served around 10 p.m. Oddly late, but given they were making a flying visit to fit the meeting in, I thought nothing of it. I vividly remember their icy cold hands I recall thinking that they must have just arrived at the mansion. Mr. Bloodsmith greeted me first, hair as black as coal, contrasting his smooth, pale skin. I was surprised how a man, obviously not far beyond his 20th year, could have become Count of a town well ahead of his time. Then I saw her, the Countess. I realised now she'd enchanted me, but at the time she was perfection. I pictured running my fingers through her blonde hair as I caressed her blood-red lips, as beads of sweat formed against her pale skin. By the time we'd finished dinner, I'd agreed to sell them my entire business. Whilst their price was unimaginable wealth for most, it was nothing compared to the wealth the trade's routes could have accumulated over a few years. However, it wasn't as simple as they'd hoped. Mr. von Josset was a clever man and had made my parents trustees to the business until I reached or their demise. I required their permission before I could sell the business. That's the last I remember, until the next day when I arrived back home. A small crowd had gathered outside. I remember holding onto Maya's blood-soaked body, sobbing for what seemed like hours. From what it seemed, she'd almost escaped before they opened her neck. The rest of my family didn't get the opportunity to even try. A few days later, whilst I was still in shock, the gold arrived. 3 carriages loaded with it. It was at that point the people of Skies River began to eye me suspiciously. Not soon after, the accursed illness took me. Sorry, that was massively long, but...
Okay. What's the cutlery look like?
Silver.
In the pants.
Okay.
And then I'll probably check these doors down here.
Okay. So... let me just open that door for you. You get a lovely view of the front door.
And then I've seen that, so I'll go up here.
I'm going to say that might be the moment you hear Marcus kick open the door.
Okay. So at that point, there has been a loud noise. There's what is everybody else doing?
I'll have just come up the stairs at this point, so so after hearing those kids run about and stuff, I'll have just made my way up just slowly, just having a wee look around. So I'm just at the top of the stairs.
Okay. And Lucy?
Probably try and open that door first, and then we go upstairs and see what's going on.
Okay.
If there's nothing in that room.
Okay. So, as you open the door, you hear scurrying, but you don't see anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hear the scurrying. Find out what that is.
Okay. So... just... move that across. So you can see a number of rats just as you start to approach that corner. You can just see round. You can see a number of rats kind of scurrying out the way. And then they disappear out of sight. I will add there is a door, set of double doors here.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that.
Yep. probably sneak my way closer to the corner.
Okay. So you can see in front of you it is a kitchen. Doesn't look like it's been touched in years. There is kind of blood-stained kind of knives and chopping boards and stuff, but it hasn't been kind of touched in ages. It's just been kind of left. And the dust has begun to settle on top of it. In there, you see 2 swarms of rats.
Okay.
Can you roll for initiative, please?
Sure.
Give me a minute, because I just need to bring up the initiative thingy.
You and Yinran will be fine against pats of rats.
Yeah.
I can't select Yinran, but I can roll the initiative without.
I guess seeing them like go off on their own, kind of like that way. Probably go that way with them.
Okay.
I got 11, Yinran got 7.
So
Okay. So let me just... question is, can I just randomly add somebody to here?
Oh wait, I think I can. That was 7.
Okay. I'm going to assume Cleo is headed up the stairs. And then I need to actually roll initiative for the rats.
Awesome.
oh, rats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. They rolled well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. You have an extra healer now.
This is true.
I just don't have any diamonds, so try not to die.
Lucy doesn't know that yet.
True.
Okay. So first up is this set of rats black. Let me just have a look at. So I'll just go and move next to Lucy. And try some bites. Let me just... 11.
Nope.
Okay. So that brings us to the next one. And it'll... This one will head to Yinran. I just need to bring it to the front. And it'll swarm all over him.
Okay.
That didn't work, did it? Me sending it to the front. And then it'll try biting him. And misses.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Yin goes into a bit of a panic and starts...
Yep. All of this.
Sybil. Liz.
Well, let's see if that's a cone or is it single? Oh, it's creature within range. Brilliant. Okay. So,
So there
no
is
one's taken damage yet, have they? No.
No.
Sweet. Damage it is. He's going to lazily reach out with one hand and cast. Sorry, I'm still learning all my spells.
Is that right?
Yeah, especially move up here so she doesn't hit anyone. And shoot witch bolt at these rats on Lucy.
Okay.
You know, because lightning plus, yeah, so that's a spell. So it's, yeah, the DC there. Is that right?
Spell save.
It should be 16. I
Should be.
don't know if spell save DC's all messed up.
So,
Um,
being make a ranged spell attack on a hit takes. You can use your action to do.
yeah, so it's 18 to hit
Okay, that's certainly a hit against the swarm of rats.
for 17 lightning damage.
What's the DC for? That's what I'm reading.
I don't know. It just came up with DC. I was just like, why? It's not even right. Like,
It might be half damage or something. If you
um,
save the DC, you might get half damage.
target takes 1d12 lightning damage in each turn. No, it's just like if it hits, yeah, ranged spell attack.
It's a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target.
Yeah.
Make a ranged spell attack. On hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage on each of your turns for the duration. You can use your action to deal. The spell also ends if the target is ever outside the spell zone, or if it's total cover from you. Okay, fine. So, although Lucy's between you and it, you and them, I would assume that it's not total cover because you're at a bit of an angle.
Well, if they're swarming all over him, then they're on top of him.
Well, so they're not swarming all over him; they're the other side of him. They're swarming all over Yin at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it won't be total cover because I have a slight line of sight that way. So
what are we on? 17 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So as your arc of lightning kind of heads towards them, probably about 4/5 of them just seem to explode into a puff of rat meat and smoke. There's a singed smell fills the air.
that'll be my turn.
Okay. Lucy. Has he left? Oh, he's back. Let's just give him a minute.
Sorry, is it me? I lost connection.
Yeah, it's your turn now, mate.
We'll go for the usual.
Eldritch Blast the face.
2 of them to the rat swarm that's in front of me. Yep.
Okay.
22 and a 17.
So both are hits.
18 force damage to the one in front of me.
Okay. So the first one completely obliterates them.
Oh, if the first one...
The second one just blows a hole in the floor.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay. So, we'll just mark those as dead. And then that takes us to Yinran, who's covered in rats. So, Charlie, are you wanting to do Yinran's move, or she normally does?
Yeah, forgot I was muted.
Flurry of blows and what have you.
Fury of blows on the rats on his person to try and get them off.
It's normally 2 attacks and then flurry of blows, isn't it? She does.
Yep, so unarmed strike. So I have to type this in.
Yeah, I'm just going to move them out of the way so I can get to the rats. Oh, balls.
First attack. Oh. 17.
That's a hit.
And it's 1d6 plus 4. 5 damage, and then the second attack, 11.
Okay, that's a hit.
So that's 15 total. And then flurry of blows, which I think is the same thing again.
Okay.
15.
That's hit.
8, so
Another
that
8.
is 23 damage total.
Okay. There is one soul rat left.
Then I think you probably would burn a key point to do it again. I
Okay.
think that's how it works. Yeah, one more bonus action, use a key point, so same again. That was an 8.
That's a miss.
Then that's Yinran's turn. He'll just be panicking with this rat on him.
Okay. So this one rat is going to take a bite at him. And miss. And then is going to take an opportunity attack. And leg it through a hole in the door. So do you want to roll your opportunity attack from Yin, please? And probably Lucy as well, actually. So is that 20 from... Okay, so the Unarmed Strike is a miss. You still there, Charlie? Because I can't hear you.
Muted again.
Sorry.
Yep. So my one misses, but Yinran's was a 20.
Okay, so Yinran's was a hit. Do you want to roll damage, please?
5 damage.
Okay, so as it runs off Yinran, he stamps a flip-flopped foot, sandaled foot, onto the rat and squashing it flat. We've got a gecko visitor. It's cool.
What a little cute bean.
Cool. So that's the end of the I'll just whack this one up here and mark it's dead. Okay, so what else are you doing?
Well, that was a nasty business.
Yeah, Yin doesn't really like rats. But that was pretty good. You didn't scream as much.
If a vampire did not know we were here, I'm sure they do now.
Yeah. I see a set of stairs down there, but there was a weird noise upstairs.
Yes,
a few moments ago.
So those stairs go up.
So maybe we should check upstairs?
Seems
Okay.
like the best way to go.
So let me just do some stuff.
What to you too, mister?
In fact, I can probably just move everybody and then you'll be...
Also, this is Kenko. Like for coffee.
So I think we're over.
So you'll be over there.
Yeah.
And Sybil as well.
Block by the door. No.
There we go.
God damn these material objects. Oh, that's quite close.
So, let me just... So, you get to the top of the stairs. We'll probably go to Vara, actually.
Yeah.
You've reached the top of the stairs. What are you doing?
So by the time I get to the stairs, I would prefer the door be kicked open. I'm just still just kind of casually making my way towards. I'll probably just make it about here, like before any. Like would be my movement essentially for going in turn order and such. I would just casually walk up to the door and just kind of push my way through.
Cool. So you just try and mark us in that room then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of walk on through, just being like, what's going on? What's happening here?
I just slam the door.
Amanita's crying over the plant being dead.
Yeah. Could you, So Marcus, could you retroactively roll a perception check, please?
Yes, I can. Let me get to my character sheet. Got an 8.
Okay. No action necessary. From me, that is.
So, close that door, step away.
You can hear a bit of scurrying. So, Lucy, Sybil, Yinran. What are you guys doing?
Is there anything in the room?
Yes, is there anything?
It just looks like a storage room. You can do investigation checks if you want.
I guess I'll check over here of these drawers. Do you wish to help me check for drawers?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Teamwork for
Do
Lucy.
that. Let's see.
What does the great floaty purple man in the sky want from us? That is what he wants from us. Okay.
Investigation.
Nat 20.
Wow.
It's pretty high nat 20 too.
Yeah, you find a number of bottles, amongst which you find a 200-year-old bottle of fine red wine, which is worth about 150 gold pieces. If you can stop Varak and Lucy from drinking it.
Well, I don't need to drink it. I can make more.
We will discuss this at a later date. For now, it is mine.
Yep, that's fine.
She
Anything
holds
else?
it rather protectively, sort of like smiling pleasantly, her like yellowish, sharp, shark-like teeth. It's like flexing on him.
Lucy will just say, don't worry. I'm more burny stuff.
Ah, good, good.
But I can make more of that if you want.
I shall
though.
consider it.
Okay. Then I guess try the door? Unless there's,
Yes, that would be a smart
unless
move.
there's something in this.
Yeah, let's check it. Why not? Teamwork.
See what happens.
Okay.
Skyrim style, loot everything.
Yeah. Oh, you should see what's in the group storage.
Okay.
Like it's a 3-page document at this point, I think.
You find some nice fluffy towels.
Fluffy towels.
Yeah, they smell a bit musty, but they look in good condition other than that.
They could be handy.
She shakes one of them out, casting prestidigitation on it as she does. So it smells like daisies.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You know,
So
wizard
As you do so, a whole load of dust flies up. Charlie, could you roll a Constitution check for Yinran, please?
For Yinran. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, poor boy's got allergies, has he?
8.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
He goes into a sneezing fit.
Bad now.
I want it known Lucy did not do this.
And his eyes started to water a little bit. Bit red, but he'll survive. No hit points or anything, just irritated, I think.
Cool. I think the Yinran
She's
probably
in the
still
shower.
would hit Lucy out of habit.
Alright, take a hit point.
Yeah. I think it's just fair.
Right, okay. So in this room, you have a door here.
Yeah, I think we'll go through the door.
It's quite obvious. You're going to meet Marcus and the like. So, what next? Oh, sorry, is it not letting you through?
No.
No, it's locked.
Ha ha ha.
No.
It's
Damn
really useful.
gatekeepers.
I tell you something, it's really useful, that setting. Try now.
Yep, there we go.
Whee!
When you get the dynamic lighting, there's a little thing that you can set to say, if there's a dynamic light, if you put a wall in, don't let the characters through. Great. I think that's what Jim used something similar on the thing you used for the Nightmare in Broden, was it?
Yeah, I used Foundry. It lets you set like doors and the like through that, so
Yeah.
I get control over whether they're locked or not.
Yeah, this is kind of you just draw a line, a load of lines, and all I've done is just draw slightly different coloured lines, and then I just delete them for doors. Right, okay.
Crying.
There. So Marcus is looking a bit panicked after having shut the door, having seen a infestation.
I think he's looking panicked. I think he's just more like, well, fuck that door.
Find anything fun in there, Marcus?
Just a couple of spiders.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
Spiders.
It looked like someone's bedroom though, so could be some good stuff in there.
Really?
I suppose you want to do as the men back at the dorm called it, a panty raid then.
No, I'm definitely not the sort.
As soon as Marcus said there could be some nice things in there, Lucy went straight in.
That's kind of what I was getting at. I was like, I'm not going to go back in there, but Lucy should go in.
Are we rolling for initiative then?
I think so.
Oh boy.
You just hear from
Away
inside the room,
go.
Marcus, you dick!
First thing he said, there's something in there.
Yeah, oh, there's some spiders in there, but could be good stuff. Oh, you dick! You're like, what? You didn't ask what kind of spiders. It's not my fault.
You know what my intelligence level is. He's not gonna ask.
It's 0, is it?
Oh, it's -1.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, same as Marcus's.
I'm pretty sure so is Yinran's. I think Yinran's is 0. Yeah.
Oh, need to find Cleo as well.
Don't want to brag or anything, but mine is quite high.
That's very handy in this group.
Plus one for myself.
I kind of like looked at McGree before, like, yeah, it's a good thing I went in as the wizard.
Yeah, then they're not the most intelligent bunch.
It should make the dynamic interesting.
We're streetwise sometimes.
It's a solid 60-40 ratio, you know?
Oh, I think it's a much lower ratio.
Shitty boy. Look at his tail.
So
And look at
1,
them
2,
wrinkles.
3, 4. I think we're
Oh,
waiting on Yinran
Sorry,
and
that-
Amanita.
Let's see, where's Yinran?
Hey. No.
Oh, that's why.
Ugh.
Yinran.
Kenko does not want to be held. He is rebelling.
There's Yinran.
Ooh.
Ah, okay. Fantastic. I think we're all on that. Oh,
Oh no, you didn't smile. I don't like that smile.
You didn't anticipate you'd be first, did you? With the character you always forget to do.
first is the character I always forget to do, and I've never done a battle with.
That's true.
Oh, I guess he'll cast. What's he gonna do? Probably Barkskin, I guess. So he'll cast it on himself. So that puts his. What the hell is his spells? That say DC 32. I'll have to have a look at that one.
Oh, jeez.
Just like god tier
Yeah.
saves going on.
Right, so his AC can now not be less than 16. So his armor class is now 16.
We find out Cleo
And then he'll
is.
move into the room.
Leo's the BBEG in disguise.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
He's the vampire.
that's his go. Which leads us to Sybil.
Oh my god, I need to get used to reading my spells ahead. I've been playing fighter too much. I'm just forgetting about what I do and wing it anyway. Right, I guess. How much movement have I got? Again, I've got 30 feet. Right. Oh, I can get in through the door. Well, I can stick my head through the door. That'd be enough, why not?
Okay.
Just like, oh, delightful. What AoEs have I got? I don't think I have many AoEs actually, because I didn't want to like murder everyone. I could be a dick.
You may change your mind on that soon. Give it time.
Yeah. No, I'm. To be fair, like murdering you guys would actually work in my favor. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. I should have read ahead. I guess I'll cast Ray of Frost. It's got a 60-foot reach. Thing hasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast Ray of Frost over here at this spooter. I
Okay.
haven't got any ice spells. Oof, 12 to hit. Look at that damage roll, man. I mean, that's just OP.
So that is a miss.
Okay. Alright, well, I still have 5 feet of movement, so I'm gonna go back behind the door, just like now, and that's my turn.
Okay.
And this time I will read my spells.
So, this. Oh, actually, which spider is it that's first? This one over here. So let me just do the distance thing. Yeah. So this spider will head over to Cleo and try and give him a bite. Which is a 16 to hit, so meets it, beats it. And that is 8 piercing and 11 poison damage. And he must make a constitution save. So, constitution. He's on +1. So, he's rolled an 8. So, all right, okay. So on a constitution, he takes the poison damage. If the poison damage reduces, right. So he takes 8. So he does take 19 damage. Oh no, he's immune. He's immune to poison. So he's actually only took the 8, which is lucky. Which then takes us to Yinran. What does Yinran make of all the creepy crawlies, I wonder?
Yeah, I think Yinran will poke his head in. Oh, wrong one. See the spiders, and nope, straight back out. And that'll be his turn.
Okay. So that takes us to this spider up here, which will thing across the ceiling and land next to / above Lucy. And he or she will make an attack. Which is a miss, because it rolled a 6. Which then takes us to Lucy himself.
Yep. Good old faithful.
Eldritch Blast in the face.
A 10 and a 23.
So the 23 hits, the 10 misses.
10 force damage to the one that tried to attack me.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. So you strike it with an Eldritch Blast. It's still kind of... It's almost dug its... some sort of claw type things on the end of its legs into the ceiling. So it kind of... You see it kind of get forced a little bit, but it manages to keep hold of the ceiling. Which then takes us to a couple more spiders. So the first one is this one over here. I need to work out how far it can actually move. Okay, 30 feet. Okay, so it's going to come down and sit next to Lucy. And then do another bite attack on Lucy. Another pathetic roll, a 7. So that's a miss. Takes us to the next spider, which is this one over here. He's going to come round and probably past his mate and just kind of he's just going to have to hang back there because I don't think he can fit. So he's not going to do an attack or anything, which leads us to Amanita. Jess.
Alright, Marwan's probably just going to move towards the steps. So 5, 10, 30 there. And she'll just stay there. And
Okay.
that'll be her turn over.
Okay. Varric.
So I'm gonna move up to Yinran, so just to here, and then now just give me 2 seconds to see the range. What's the distance? I'm just gonna cast. Sorry.
Don't forget there's a wall there.
There. I can aim through the door though, can't I? I can kind of.
Yeah. So that one's on the ceiling, so you're fine because you'll be able to see above the door. So you can cast that one.
I think what I'll do then is I'll just go for plain and simple cast Firebolt at it. So.
Okay.
Not gonna hit with that.
No, that's a miss. Door's on fire though.
Hey.
Firebolt flies through the air. The spider kind of still there on the ceiling, but it hits the door, and the door is now aflame.
Oh. Can I just slink away, hide in my coat a bit? Ooh.
So this spider here. So, yeah, this spider is going to go and have an attack at Cleo again. $15, so that's a miss with his bark skin. Does he need to roll a... Which reminds me, actually, he took damage, didn't he? So he's got to do a concentration. No, he's passed it before. Right, cool. So yes, that's a miss all in all. So that then takes us to Marcus.
Hello. Marcus is going to be both bold and also dumb, which is the same thing, I suppose, really. He's going to push past Cleo to go there, and he's going to do 2 attacks on that thing.
Okay.
So it's a 16 and a 19.
Both of which are hits.
Hooray! So that's 19 damage in total on the left-hand one.
Okay. So you strike with your rapier. You've pretty much lamed a couple of the legs, and it is bleeding, sort of like green goo, quite profusely from where you've skewered it. It is literally on its last legs.
I will bonus action quick throw.
Okay.
I got a natural 1. Gonna have to go and find that knife again later.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, actually, that was the rapier. I did the wrong fucking thing.
Oh, okay.
I got 12 anyway.
That's a miss. That's a miss. Cool.
Still gonna have to find that knife later. Just not gonna be as hard now.
So, this spider Okay. This spider disappears, then reappears here and attacks Varric.
Everyone's favorite creature, the blink spider.
The
Great. Loving it.
Very
what spider,
push.
sorry?
So you've heard of a blink like hound and everything, right? Like dogs which can kind of like go to the ethereal plane and reappear somewhere else.
Yeah, it's pretty
Now
much.
imagine that, but a spider.
Yep.
The good
that's
thing
pretty
is just blink through the fucking door then.
however, it misses Varric.
Oh, was I being attacked? Sorry, I just went to the toilet quickly. I didn't think anything would happen.
Sorry. A spider appears behind you and attacks you. It
No.
goes through the walls.
I guess he was literally attacking you with your pants down.
Yeah, exactly. Too much alcohol, you see, that's it. I'm just going right in the middle of the floor, that's it.
It failed to tackle you, though.
That's good.
Right.
Cool. So, Cleo. What is Cleo going to do? So he's still got his concentration spell, so he can't do another. Oh. Oh. So, if you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting, it has advantage on the saving throw. So he's going to cast Dominate Beast. So this one here needs to do a Wisdom save. $16. Yeah, so that's a fail. Yeah. 0. While the beast is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as and he's just lost his back skin. Great. Which it does best to obey. Okay. So at which point so it's charmed and it's got to obey his commands until the spell's ended. And each time it takes damage, it's got to take a new Wisdom saving throw. So I need to just give it a little marker to say it's... I'll just use the snail. And that's going to be the end of his go. So, Sybil.
Okay, so hearing all the spider nasties in the room, Sybil cracks her knuckles, steps into the doorway, then casts a neat little spell I have called Wither and Bloom at 3rd level, centered on Goldilocks, the elf.
Okay.
Right, so it's a 10-meter radius, so that hits all the spiders in this area.
Okay.
And they need to make a Constitution save.
Okay. So that's 5 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anyone else, well, you 3 guys can each roll a hit dice if you want to regain hit points, but I don't see much point at the moment.
I'm okay for that.
So,
Okay. So starting from the leftmost one, that one.
come
We
on,
rolled
boy.
and then working round, we rolled a 10. A 3, a
Hey.
5, a 19, which is the top one,
So yeah, that one takes half damage.
a 4, and a 10.
Alright, so all of them but the top one take 13 necrotic damage, and the top one takes half as much, so 6 necrotic damage, if you're rounding down.
Six on the top one. Okay.
6 on the top one, 13 on the rest.
Cool. So this one that Marcus was fighting seems to just wither and die in front of him. It is deaded.
Yay, deaded.
Okay.
So
I will say this one looks worse for wear now, and the one above it looks quite worse for wear as well. And the one that's took damage needs to re-roll his wisdom save, doesn't it? So,
or does it automatically break when it takes damage from another party member?
no, it's got a re-roll. I'll look it up.
That's not too bad. Then, use my rest of movement to go behind the door and next person.
So it failed anyway. It rolled a 3.
Hey.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Face spider number. Oh, it's that spider's turn. So it is going to turn and attack this one below it. So, bite. 13, which is a hit. So, and then the other one needs to do a Constitution save. Which it fails. So it takes 9 piercing and 6 piercing and 13 poison. So 6 piercing and 13 poison is just enough to kill it. So suddenly this spider's mate turns around and just goes for it, sinks its fangs in, and wipes it. And then the other one just seems to survive the injury, but then starts to convulse as if in kind of toxic shock, and then just collapses. And it is dead. So that then takes us to Yinran.
Yinran, seeing that spider appear, will have a momentary surge of panic / bravery. We'll go up to the spider and try and punch it twice.
Go for attack.
Yep. No, that's not right.
Oh, that's a hit. That's a hit.
Yeah, so it's double, isn't it? A roll.
Yeah, double the dice.
D6 plus 4. So it's 14 damage on that first one.
Okay.
Second attack, an 8.
That's a miss.
Then Fury of Blows. 19.
Hit.
For another 9 damage.
Okay. So it's starting to look worse for wear now.
And then swiftly run back behind Varric.
Okay, it'll take an attack of opportunity then.
Yep.
Be a bite. And miss.
Okay. And that'll be Yin's turn.
Okay. So, that then takes us to another one of the spiders. One of the dead spiders. So, Lucy. Two Eldritch Blasts to the face by the look of it. So, both hits. So, first one's a 9 on this one. I can't hear you, by the way. So,
That would be why I was talking to myself. Yep, to that one next to Lucy. So 9
and the next one.
and 13, so
13.
2 total.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
So, the first blast hits it and knocks it to one side. The second one, you hit it again, it falls off the table and just lands and kind of like spreads out like it's been squashed under a book. It is dead. Which is that okay. So then that leads us to, do you want to move at all? Are you happy where you are? Cool.
I'm good where I am.
Which, okay, that spider's dead.
Sorry, I will move.
Okay.
Go ahead, movement. I want to go to... I think I should be able to. Yeah. I'm just going to go to the other side of this spider.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. So this one will move left slightly and then attack Marcus. Using flanking.
Rude.
Because that's what we do. 14.
That's a miss.
Okay. Say something. It's crap. Its actual roll to hit is awful, but some of the damages have been. I mean that would have given you 30 hit points.
I'm just checking something really quickly, because I'm an arsehole. I'm going to use Riposte for a superiority die, so I can use my reaction to attack something that missed me.
Cool, that's fun.
So I'm going to stab that fucker.
27. That's certainly a hit.
Plus a d8 for the superiority die. So 19 again.
19. So it is certainly looking quite worse for wear. And so it goes to bite you. You kind of sidestep it, kind of lunge your rapier through, kind of going for its kind of the bit between its head and its body, or what you would consider its neck, kind of almost as though if it was human, you were going for the windpipe, but you miss slightly and just kind of nick it up the side. It is bleeding quite a lot though. Which then takes us to Amanita.
Seeing obviously the spider come through the wall and everything happening, Amanita will literally hold out both her little tiny hands, and that's not the spell I want this one, and cast. Did it come up? I don't think it did.
No, it
One
didn't.
sec. There we go.
There we go. So it needs to do a strength save. What are you casting, by the way?
Did it not come up? One sec.
Entangle. Ah.
There you go. So a load of vines are coming up and
Okay. So it failed. He rolled a 7. So it's restrain. Okay. Would you like to do anything else?
with that, no, she will pretty much. So was she able to catch it?
Yeah. It's restrained.
Yeah, okay. So she just go,
I got ya. There you go, guys. Pesky things.
Oh. Cameron, Varric.
So, seeing the vines grow and start to wrap around its legs and stuff, and as it's taking a couple swipes at me, I'm gonna just spin around and cast Thunderwave at 3rd level at it.
Hey.
Just not a fan of being attacked by giant spiders, so it is display it and then cast 24 points of damage.
Okay, so
It can make a Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
So
check damage.
everybody within within a 15-foot cube of you.
Yeah, within in front of me. Sorry, I thought it was it cast it in front of me, directing it towards the spider.
A wave of thunderous sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution.
Oh, right.
So I think that's centered on you.
This is the age-old argument over Thunderwave, is whether it's centered or whether it just has to start at you and go somewhere.
Yeah. Let me just do a real check. It's worth. It's not very well. It's not very well described. Right. Okay.
This is a disaster if it is on myself.
Right. Use club foraging which lands anywhere on the face of the cube. Right, okay. Right, okay, fine. So I've read 2 things. And both of them have said as long as you are on the face, so it can be fine. You can. So
cool.
So
yeah,
you're
so
fine.
yeah, cool. That's fine.
So you can specify a cube that is kind of. I'm not sure. No, that's not appearing. But you could specify a cube in front of you.
Yeah, the one pretty much
on the face of it.
directly in front of me, where the first.
Yeah, that's fine.
Spiders on.
That's fine. So you would avoid Yinran and Amenita for that. Cool. Cool. So I need to do a
DC 14 Constitution save.
Okay. $18.
It's 12 points of damage then.
12 points of damage. It's enough. Cool. Is it half as much as it? Yeah. Yeah. So that's dead.
Oh,
You send the thunder wave out. It thinks it has survived it, but then the statue behind it is wobbling, and it just happens to fall in that direction and squish the spider. Cool. Would you like to do anything else?
yeah, I'll move up to. Can I go? Yeah, I'll move to the doorway here as well.
Okay.
I'll just end my turn there.
Yep. So, Marcus, Jim.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to attack whichever one it was that attacked me the last time.
Okay, so I think it was this one here, wasn't it?
Well, I got a 12 and a 20.
So 12 misses, 20 hits.
11 damage.
Okay. So this time you do go for the windpipe, and or what you think is going to be the windpipe. You do hit it, and you almost come back on yourself with the rapier, and kind of turn it into a spider version of a unicorn out through its brain. Sorry, that was probably a bit graphic, but it is dead.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
So one more, guys. So that takes us to Cleo. Cleo will... Let's have a look at his character sheet. Think what we're going to do.
I came back and everyone's dead silent. It's really weird. What's going
I'm
on?
reading. Don't worry. And then creature.
I think it's funny that Amanita has more health points than I do.
So he is going to cast Spike Growth. And in this kind of area in front of him, covering that spider. So that means that the ground is covered in a 20-foot radius centered on the point within the range, so he's casting it in a way that it is kind of out the way of him and Marcus. When the creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time of the spell is cast must make a wisdom or perception check against your spell save DC to recognize it. The terrain is hazardous before entering it. So I presume, given that it's already in it, the spider takes 2d4 damage. Which is a 2 and a 2, so it takes 4. I'm assuming everybody bar Yin and Amanita could see it be cast. And it is 20-foot radius, so I just need a circle. Uh, 20-foot radius. Wow, that's quite a big. If it's 20-foot radius, that's quite big. That's what, 8 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A bit more. 8. Okay, we'll keep it in the room. And okay, so that then takes us to Sybil.
Well, I suppose Sybil will move herself up past the half-dragon friend.
Okay.
Stick her fingers through the door and wiggle them as she casts Ray of Frost.
Cool.
So 25 to hit, roll 6 cold damage.
Oh, and that is enough. So, Marcus and Cleo find a rather spiked and frozen solid spider next to them that is dead. Okay, cool. So Cleo dispels his spike growth. What would you guys like to do now?
I'm going to sit on that couch.
Lucy wants to check out this coffin-shaped
Is
thing.
the door frame still on fire?
The door is on fire. Yeah.
Marlon will just cast a bit of magic just to stop it from, like,
Cool.
I believe this spell. What is it? Not a puff of wind. Is it this one?
Yeah, you can light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire.
Yeah.
So you extinguish the flame.
Yeah.
Cool. As Marcus sits down, he finds in front of him a number of papers.
Well, I'm going to disappear and leave the rest of you to carry on investigating, so someone else can look at the papers.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I've been like, I thought we were ending at 6:30.
Yeah. Should we call it
I
a
can
day
smell
there?
my dinner in the other room. It's been slow cooking. Stew.
Sorry, I lost track of time. I did see it about quarter to 6 going, yeah, we'll maybe finish this battle and then forgot about it. So should we end there?
Yeah,
And we'll let Marcus read the papers
Happy
next
with that.
time.
We travel and roll, our intentions are good.